What's up everybody, this is Casper Trader back here with another video today. And in today's video, we'll be doing a portfolio review showing you guys how our portfolio has performed over the last week. And man, I've got to say, we've been doing pretty well. And this is our journey of growing $2,000 up to $100,000 as fast as possible. So we're really getting close to that $10,000 mark where we're going to be 1/10 of the way to $100,000. So I'm really excited to get into today's video where I'll be talking about the options I traded this week, the stocks that I bought and sold, as well as my plays for the next upcoming week and upcoming weeks, the stocks I want to buy and the options I want to trade basically. Before we get into the video though, I really appreciate you guys could smash that like button below and subscribe to the YouTube channel. If you guys have not yet, I'd really appreciate that a ton. Alright guys, so getting into the video, the first stock that I traded options on today, this week, was TNA. And for those who have been watching my videos for a while, you guys already know that I've been selling puts on TNA. And that's been doing pretty well. I've actually been making like $50 to $75 per week just selling puts on TNA. But this week, it didn't go too well. Well, we did end up making a profit where I bought the put for 0.57 or 0.56, something like that. And then I sold it for 0.44 or $44. So basically I made a profit on this of around $12, $13. But if you consider the fact that I had to put in $3,800 worth of collateral or so, something like that. Sorry, $3,400 of collateral to make this trade. I had to lock in that much money that I couldn't touch. And I only made $12 or $13 this week. That's not a really good deal. I could have easily put that into Tesla, maybe not even Tesla. Tesla would have like quadrupled my money. But if I put into Apple, Microsoft, Facebook, any stock that has a good growth trend, then I would have made much, much more money than just holding like $3,400 locked up in this one options trade. So with selling puts, I don't know. Right now, I'm not really a big fan of it anymore. I liked it, but I feel like my money could be serving me better elsewhere. I could put into some high growth stocks and probably get a much better return on my money without even stressing about, hey, when am I going to buy this option? When am I going to sell it? Can I time it right? All that kind of stuff. So I think that's what I'm going to be aiming towards, but I'm not exactly sure yet. But that's basically my plan with the selling puts. But we did also buy a put credit spread on TNA. I saw that there was a little bounce down in the beginning of the week. I think it was August 18th. Yep, August 18th. And I saw that it bounced down and it almost always just bounces right back up, which it kind of did right here. And I was like, wow, let me just buy a put credit spread, lock in $50 of collateral. That's not much. And then make like 11 bucks off the trade. Not a bad idea, right? I'm just going to wait for it to bounce back up and stay above the price of $34 per share. But no, guess what? It bounced back up one day, and then after that, it just went downwards from there. It just kept going down and down and down. And if I would have not sold this for a loss, which I sold this for an $11 loss, if I didn't sell it, I would have lost $50, the collateral that I had locked up in the trade, which would really, really suck. And I'm happy that I got out early. But overall on TNA in the last week, we made like $2-3, but I'd really appreciate if I could have that money invested somewhere else where it could be making me much more money in capital gains and even dividends than just keeping them locked up in options contracts. But hey, I'm not complaining. At least we did make some kind of profit. We didn't end off on a loss, which is always a positive thing. But that's just something I'm looking towards doing. So the next stock that we also traded options on, we traded options on 3 stocks. So we went over one. Now we're going to be going over the second one, which is SPY. And this was a really short trade. I held it just for a few hours, and it was actually on Friday. I bought an iron condor for SPY, just basically betting that it wouldn't fall below $355 per share, and it wouldn't go above $341 per share. But I saw that SPY was starting to really make its way upwards, and I decided to just cut my losses short. I lost $2 on this trade and just get out of it because we're like entering a bull market. Like anything could happen. Who knows, the SPY could go up 3% next week, and that's going to make us lose $100. So I'd rather just take the loss, lose the $2, and I'm good. So that's what I did with SPY. Not really a successful trade, but overall, we're about break even with our options in the last week. But here comes the options trade that actually saved us and made us a heck of a lot of money, at least in my opinion, for a beginner slash intermediate options trader, which is Apple. And I bought a put credit spread on Apple. I think it was in the beginning of the week. It doesn't show here, but I'll show you guys in a second. I bought a put credit spread betting that Apple wouldn't fall below $450 per share. I think it was somewhere around the area, let's see, last week. It was somewhere around this area that I bought it. I'm pretty sure it was August 18th as well. So I basically bought a put credit spread where my lower limit would be $450 and it could go up as much as possible. As long as it just stays above that price, I'll make money. And I locked up $500 in collateral in this trade. And guess what? From there, Apple has just been shooting up like crazy. So I did not have a problem with having this option expire worthless in my favor. And I made around $108 from just buying this put credit spread and holding it for like, what, 4 days, 5 days? So that's something I'm really happy about that we've been able to do in the last week. And that really helped us end the week off strong, if I could say so. But yeah, overall, I also did buy a little bit of Apple. I bought like $10 worth of Apple on Friday when it bounced up. And I thought I bought it at a too high of a price. I think it was around here. It jumped down, consolidated for a little bit, and then it just kept going up and up and up. Apple's going to 500. I mean, it's just such a strong stock that I don't have a problem of putting more and more money into it. Right now, I feel like it's a little bit overpriced, but that's what I was thinking back here and back here. So right now, who's to say that it's overpriced? When stocks are high, they can always go higher, and when stocks are low, they can always go lower. Quote from Chicken Genius Singapore, if you guys ever watch his channel. He's an awesome guy. But yeah, that's one of the stocks that we bought. So we went over the options trade, and now we're going to go over the 4 stocks that I bought this week. One of them was Apple, like we mentioned, and the other was Facebook. I'm not sure if it's going to show right here. No, we didn't actually buy. Yeah, we did buy Facebook. My bad. I bought 0.2 shares of Facebook, which is around $53, and I'm pretty sure I bought it on the 19th, so like Thursday or Friday. And I can't complain about this purchase because I am a big believer in Facebook. I think that it has a huge moat. Like, it's literally dominating the whole industry of networking companies where like people can message, like Instagram, Facebook, Messenger, and the only competition that they really have is like TikTok. But they own 3 major platforms where on each of them they have at least a billion users. So that's insane in my opinion. And if something, Microsoft will buy out TikTok, but hey, I'm still happy when that happens because I think TikTok also has a lot of potential, and I'm holding some Microsoft, so no matter which way it goes, I'll probably be in the profit, so I'm not complaining about that. Overall, we're up around $208 on our position on Facebook. We did add a little bit more into our costs, so right now we put in $650 and it's worth around $859 right now. So Facebook is definitely doing well. I'm looking to slowly add in money because it's just a good stock that I see a lot of potential in. Now moving on to the third stock I bought, which was, I'm pretty sure it was Tesla, right? No, my bad. It wasn't Tesla. But I think I bought Microsoft. Guys, I really do apologize. I'm recording this in the morning. I'm pretty brain dead. Yeah, so it wasn't Microsoft. All right, so I guess we did just buy 3 stocks, which is Apple, Facebook, and Skyworks. Skyworks is the last stock that I bought. In this week, I have a dividend upcoming. That's nice. But we did buy just a little bit of it. I bought $6 of it. Not too much, I know. But I did see that it had a double bottom right here. 1, 2. And I was looking to see if it will confirm that it's like going to start bouncing back up, which I think it's a really solid company, has a good balance sheet and stuff. So I think that it's going to continue trending upwards. But I just want a little bit of a confirmation before I put more money into it. So I'm thinking about putting maybe at least another $50 into this stock, if not $100 to $200, because if you take a look, I have so much cash right now because I'm not doing put credit spread. Sorry, I'm not selling puts on stocks. So I have $4,100 in cash, and my portfolio is like $9,600. So almost half of my portfolio is in cash. So if you guys have any stock recommendations, make sure to drop it down in the comments section. I'll make sure to check them out. But right now, I'm being pretty conservative because I see that the stock market is really going up very fast. And I don't really want to be that guy who buys on the tip and then it dumps back down and I have no cash to buy more. So what I'm going to be doing is probably just averaging into my strongest stocks. I'll put $5 here, $10 here, $20 here. And as it rises, I'll just be adding in more. And then once we see a little bit of a dump, like we had here was rising and then dump back down, that's where I'm going to be buying more heavily. I'll buy maybe of increments of 100, 200 instead of $10, $20. That's basically my plan. And yeah, those are the 3 stocks that we bought this week. And we also did sell one stock, and this stock was a burden. So I am so happy I sold out of this stock. I don't even want to look at it anymore. And that was Uber. I still do see a lot of potential in Uber in the future, but it's just many years down the line. And I feel like my money could best serve me in other stocks that are currently growing and are currently innovating, doing new things like Tesla, Facebook, Apple, than having my money locked in Uber. So basically what we did was we sold out all of our shares in Uber. We had around 8.19 shares, and we sold all of that out on an average price of like $31 per share. It was a loss for the portfolio of me holding the stock of around $40. But hey, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and I'm happy that I was able to sell out of my position at a mildly decent price, because I remember when the stock dumped down here and I was like, there's no chance. It already fell down below the support. As you can see, there was a support around 29, fell below 29. I bag holded it, but hey, the first time that I bag holded and it actually ended up being profitable for us. Well, I didn't really bag hold, but I kind of did. It wasn't really a short-term trade, it's long-term investment, but I was just ready to jump out whenever it bounces back up, and I was ready to hold it through the tough times, like 2-3 years, if it doesn't end up bouncing back up and it just falls below support and just keeps going down and down and down. But hey, I'm so happy that it did bounce back up. I don't even want to look at this stock. If it does go up to $40 per share, I don't want to see it. I'm happy that I left this stock, and I'm just looking to put my money somewhere else. So we did sell out of our whole position of Uber, and now we're looking to buy some other stocks. And as you can see, our portfolio has gotten a little bit slim right here. We only have like a full screen length of shares, of stocks. We 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 stocks, and we had like 27 at one point. So we're really slimming it down a little bit. But I do like that because we're focusing on the best stocks possible and we're not diversifying too much. So I might be invested in 5 crappy stocks and 5 good stocks, and the rest are just intermediate. I want to have my whole portfolio full of really good stocks. So that's what I'm going towards. And yeah, the stocks that I'm looking to buy in the next week are most likely definitely not Illumina, because this stock, I don't know, I overbought for some reason. But some of the stocks I'm looking to buy is Facebook. Facebook is starting to take a little bit of a dip. It's just 1%, but who knows, it might be the start of a bigger dip where maybe it'll drop down to maybe the 263, 260 area. That's where I'll be comfortable buying some more shares of Facebook. I'm basically just waiting until it has a little bit of a drop down, like a little bounce down. I'm going to probably dump in another $50 to $100 into Facebook. And Apple, not really looking to buy it right now. If something in tiny increments of like $5 like you saw before, because it just seems like too high of a price for me to buy. But another stock that we're really looking to buy in the next week is Tesla. And I am a huge fan of Tesla. And as you can see, this is probably why I'm a huge fan. I invested $400 into this company, and so far I've made 52% in the last like 2 months, or around $200. I wish I bought a full share. Yes, doesn't everyone when Tesla was lower, at a lower price? But hey, I'm not complaining. At least I have something in Tesla. It's not like I was sitting out the whole time. But with Tesla, what I'm looking to do is simply average in little by little, because this stock 100% can't be predicted by at least a guy like me. I personally thought that, hey, it bounced up pretty high right now, 1,900. Maybe it'll slow down for a bit like it did right here. As you can see, it bounced up really high to 1,700, and then it just took a break for like a month, and then it continued growing up. But dang, is it going up? And you could definitely not predict this stock, and I'm definitely not going to be one of those people who shorts it, because I do see a lot of potential in it. But I just see it as too high of a price for me to like buy a full share like right away. So that's why I'm happy I have Robinhood fractional shares, where I can just put $10 here, $5 here, $20 here. And that's what I'm planning to do with Tesla, just adding little by little by little into the stock. As you can see, just a week ago, yeah, like a week and a half ago, I was buying it at $1,400 per share, and now it's at $2,040 per share. So it's absolutely destroying, and what I want to do is just slowly average in, and that's my plan with Tesla. And the last stock that I want to buy in the next weeks, upcoming weeks, is, where do we have right here? Skyworks. I do like Skyworks. First of all, it has a nice dividend that I keep reinvesting back into my portfolio, which really helps grow my profits, because whatever I reinvest makes me more money, and then I also make more dividends off my dividends, etc. It's just a huge loop of profits, if you want to call it that. But I do really like the company Skyworks, and I think that I'm going to be happy to raise this to one of my highest positions on my account, meaning I'm going to dump in maybe at least another $300, $400, $500 into the stock. I just need to feel like I'm getting a good deal, which is something I do feel like right now. So this is probably the biggest stock that I'm going to be buying up in the next week, just because it's at a better deal than every other stock. Like Apple, I can't buy it at the price it's at right now, $500. If just a week ago it was at like $460, I can't really do that. My brain won't let me, but I might just be averaging in. But this stock is where I'm going to start going heavy into, and I want to build this up to being one of my biggest holdings in my portfolio. So that's what my plan with Skyworks, and basically the stocks that I'm looking to buy in the next week. With options, honestly, I have no idea. I'll see. If I see some kind of market inefficiency that I can profit off of, that's something I'll do. But so far we have $4,000 in cash, and I want to be calm and not want to invest it all in the same time. So I'm slowly going to be averaging into my strongest stocks, and that's basically my plan for my portfolio. So that's basically it for today's video. Thank you guys all so much for watching, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your day.